Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a Silver Stacker here. In today's numismatic news and the information for the 14th day of August 2022, I'd like to welcome you over to APMEX so we can check out where those spot prices ended the week on Friday. But before that, going to welcome you over to a good morning to you with Tiny Numismatics. Wait, no, that's a good Sunday morning to you with Tiny Numismatics, number 205. Come on, join us. 8 a.m. this morning, 5 a.m. Pacific, so it's 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Yep, that's real early for you out there on the West Coast, 5 a.m. So let's go here. Looks like gold ended the week at 1813.60, up $11.50. Silver actually looks like it broke through the $21 threshold at 21.16, up 50 cents. Platinum was also up on Friday, up $3.30 to 982.70, and platinum took a hit, down 2.95%, $67.40 to 22.58 even Steven. Now over here to numismaticnews.com or .net rather. This is Themes for Michigan Innovation Dollars, written by Patrick A. Heller, August 12, 2022. It's a really great article, very informative and very interesting. So basically, the Michigan Innovation Dollar is going to be coming out for 2025, and they're talking about what ideas they could possibly have for these particular innovations or inventors, I guess. Yeah, let's find out. Okay, innovator, my bad. Now, last week a friend visited the store where I work. He mentioned that he had recently been appointed by Michigan's governor to serve as the liaison with the U.S. Mint in determining the innovation or innovator that will be honored on the 2025 Michigan American Innovation Dollar. We discussed a couple possibilities, but there are many more candidate themes from Michigan worthy of consideration. And here are just a few. And there it is, the American Innovation Dollar. And I really feel like this coin gets really very little attention, very little respect for the obvious, amazing coin idea designs that are out there. And that's obviously my opinion, but like I said, this is one of the most amazing coin series, and it goes till 2032. So think about it, 2018 to 2032. That is a very long time. Now, it says here, we discussed the possibilities. Here's a few. Now, the use of an assembly line to produce automobiles and trucks is a practice now used worldwide for the manufacture of a wide range of products. Innovator Henry Ford was born in Michigan, so they could easily have Henry Ford on the reverse of that one. Now, the Mackinac Bridge, uniting Michigan's two peninsulas, was an engineering marvel at the time and still is. Isn't that remarkable? Now, it says here, the Great Lakes canoe used by Native Americans and early European explorers, explorers and traders was different from other boats and canoes to be better suited for travel on the Great Lakes, four of which border the state of Michigan. Isn't that incredible? Now, this one's really cool. It says here, Elijah McCoy's family moved to Michigan shortly after the Civil War, where he went to work for the Michigan Central Railroad. Although educated as an engineer, the discriminatory management of the railroad would not allow an African American to work as a railroad engineer, so he worked as a fireman in the train boiler rooms, okay? But in 1872, he invented and patented an automatic oiling device for the moving parts of locomotives, commonly known as an oil drip cup. This innovation was so useful that it was quickly adopted by most railroads in factories using large engines or machines and in steamships. In all, McCoy earned 57 patents during his life, most related to the railroads, but he also improved the ironing board. His oil drip cup was easily imitated by other manufacturers, but they could never match the quality of operation of McCoy's product. Because of this high quality, many users of the product insisted on using only the real McCoy. McCoy was inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame. Did you know that? That's the real McCoy right there. Michigan's white pine forests were a major source of lumber used to rebuild the 17,000 structures destroyed in the Great Chicago Fire of 1871. Now, that's amazing. Now, John Harvey Kellogg, you might know that name, Kellogg, from the Kellogg cereals, was a physician and nutritional researcher. In 1876, he became director of the Western Health Reform Institute in Battle Creek, Michigan, which he renamed the next year as the Battle Creek Medical Surgical Sanitarium. He remained the director until his death in 1943. In this institution's kitchen, he researched new breakfast foods that might improve health. One of his early products was the original granola. He and his family members created cereal cornflakes in 1894, which was patented in 1896 to John Harvey Kellogg. John Harvey's brother, Willie Keith Kellogg, had a falling out over not being recognized for his part of inventing cornflakes and founded the company that is today known as the Kellogg Company. Isn't that amazing? John Harvey Kellogg was inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame for the discovery of tempering and the invention of the first dry flake breakfast cereal. In 1895, Kellogg also applied for and received 2 patents for peanut butter, although he was not the inventor of this food for the process by which peanuts were converted into a digestible food. Isn't that amazing? Amazing stuff coming out of Michigan. Who knew? Now, Charles Lindbergh, the first pilot to fly nonstop from New York City to Paris, was born in Detroit. Larry Page, co-founder of Google, was born in Lansing, Michigan, and graduated from East Lansing High School. He may not be eligible to appear on this coin as he is still alive. Now, the U.S. Mint does not want to consider people until they have been dead for at least 2 years. Now, Lloyd Goff Copeman was born, I probably said that wrong, I apologize if I did, was born in Hadley, Michigan. He invented the first electric stove. Do you have an electric stove in your house? I do. It's amazing. Now, he invented the first electric toaster and it toasted both sides of the bread. Could you imagine having a toaster that only did one side and you had to flip it over? And the flexible rubber ice cube tray. That's amazing. Among his nearly 700 patents. Wow, that guy was a machine. He claimed that he could walk into any store and find one of his inventions. Wow, that's amazing. Despite his tremendous ingenuity and productivity, he has not yet been inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame. That seems like a travesty, I would think. Now, Claude Shannon, born in Petoskey, gosh, I probably said that wrong as well, Michigan, was a mathematician, electrical engineer, and cryptographer. He is considered to be the father of information theory. He was also inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame. That's pretty cool. Now, Eric Betzig, born in Ann Arbor, Michigan, was awarded the 2014 Nobel Prize for Chemistry, and he is still alive and works at the University of California, Berkeley as a professor of physics and professor of molecular and cell biology. He may not be eligible to appear on this coin. Yeah, not sure why we put those on there, but it is good to find out things that we don't know about. Right? Now, Mabel White Holmes was born in Illinois, but is famous for inventing Jiffy baking mixes that are still produced at the company she founded in Chelsea, Michigan. Donald B. Keck, born in Lansing, Michigan, was one of the 3 men at Corning Incorporated who designed the first optical fiber with optical losses low enough for wide use in telecommunications. And any of you have fiber optic in your internet? You could actually easily have it. Now, although still alive and probably not eligible to be honored on this coin, he was inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame. So maybe just having that honor may get you onto the coin, maybe not, but you know how the Mint does, 2 years. Daniel Gerber from Fremont, Michigan, and his wife Dorothy had an unhealthy baby. I wonder what they introduced. When the doctor suggested that the baby be fed strained food, Dan worked on the process at the Fremont Candy Company, where he was a manager for his father, the owner. In 1928, Gerber liquid baby food was the first available on the market without a doctor's prescription, selling for less than half of the price of prescription options. Doesn't that just give you goosebumps and chills? That's amazing. I tell you, necessity is the mother of invention. That's what they say. Now, Edward N. Hines was appointed to the Wayne County, Michigan Board of Roads upon the inception of 1906 and 1909. He was responsible for the full mile of concrete road pavement in the world, which is now Woodward Avenue in Detroit, between 6 Mile Road and 7 Mile Road. His most famous innovation was painting a line down the center of a road to separate traffic moving in opposite directions. Seems so basic, doesn't it? Now, the first painted center line was on River Road in Trenton, Michigan in 1911. Wow, it took him 5 years to figure that, or a few years to figure that one out. In 1911, right? This idea had been recognized as one of the most important single traffic safety devices in the history of highway transportation. Hines later came up with the concept of removing snow from public roads. That's a concept right there. Look at this. There's so many more things I can't wait to show. John C. Sheehan was born in Battle Creek, Michigan. Did not invent penicillin. However, he discovered the first practical method for synthesizing penicillin 5. He also invented an intermediate compound 6-amino penicillinac. Oh boy, I ruined that one. Acid. Which became the foundation for hundreds of synthetic penicillins. Among his more than 30 patents are ampicillin, a common semi-synthetic penicillin that is taken orally instead of by injection. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, William Potts, born in Bad Axe, Michigan, that's amazing names, interesting names here in Michigan, was a Detroit police officer who noted that the 2 colored red and green traffic lights could not safely manage growing street traffic. He developed the first 3-lens traffic light, which was installed at the corner of Woodward Avenue in Detroit on October 1920. They could not safely manage growing street traffic. So he developed the first 3-lens traffic light. That's amazing. Now, Homer Stryker was born in Kalamazoo, Michigan. He was an there's those names again, orthopedic surgeon who in 1935 developed a hospital bed that reduced the incidence of bed sores. That's interesting. In 1943, he invented an oscillating electric saw that would cut and remove medical casts but would not cut the skin. He founded what is now known as the Stryker Corporation to produce hospital beds and other medical equipment. This is amazing. Obviously, there's plenty of worthy innovators and innovations that came from Michigan, including even more that are listed in this column. Only one will be honored in the 2025 Michigan Innovation Dollar. If it were up to you to select the best for this coin, which one would you pick? And isn't that a great article? Very informative, and knowledge is power, isn't it? Now let's go to these plus ones today. Now, why is your money called dough? Because we all need it. Yeah, we all need it. Yeah. Now here we are, 95.5 KOIN Coin News Radio. This is Roxy Music, more than this. Yeah. And then finally, here we are. In the morning, O Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning, I lay my requests before you and wait in expectations. Yeah, that's Psalm 5:3. Just lay it on his lap, throw it there, and know that you're going to be good. So there it is, folks. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear, say, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Son of a Silver Stacker. Hope to see you here at a good morning to you. A good Sunday morning to you with Tiny Numismatics, number 205. Son of a Silver Stacker, out.